Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Great Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Praise be to Goddess. Well, here it is another Wednesday, and today is the last day of the Festival of the Mother. The last day of the Festival of the Mother is Day of Her Grace. Today is Day of Her Grace. And what is Day of Her Grace and what does it mean? Well, Day of Her Grace is a day for forgiveness. That's right, it's a day for forgiveness of sins against each other. And what better way to celebrate the forgiveness of sins than to go see a wonderful movie? I saw Mother's Day this past Monday, and Mother's Day is a great movie. In it stars Jennifer Aniston and Julia Roberts and John Lovitz, and it's a great movie. And in it, it's all about forgiveness. The whole movie is about forgiveness. So if you want to learn something about forgiveness, go see Mother's Day. And in the movie, Jennifer Aniston has an ex-husband, and her ex-husband has recently married. I hate to give away the plot points to you, but he's recently married a pretty girl named Tina. And so, spoiler alert, there's spoilers ahead. Tina wants to spend time with Jennifer Aniston's boys. And Jennifer Aniston does not want this Tina having any influence over her boys whatsoever. She doesn't want her boys to have anything to do with Tina. And so she has to learn to forgive her ex-husband for marrying this Tina. And eventually she does come to peace with the marrying of the Tina, because she allows her boys to spend part of Mother's Day with Tina. And that was, to me, a great gesture that she allowed that. She allowed her heart to open and allowed forgiveness to come in to her heart for her ex-husband, and to allow Tina to spend part of the day with the boys on Mother's Day. And I won't give out any more spoilers, but the opposite situation is involved with Julia Roberts. Julia Roberts plays a TV mogul who needs to be forgiven by her daughter. Julia Roberts needs to be forgiven by her daughter for giving her up for adoption when she was a baby. And Julia Roberts finally finds the forgiveness that she seeks from her daughter for giving her up for adoption. And it's very emotional. It's very, very nice. But the whole point of the movie is that forgiveness is a personal thing. It's personal. It's taken on a case-by-case basis per person. And the only person that can forgive you is yourself and the person you wronged. Those are the only two people that can forgive you. And you need both of them. You need to be forgiven by both. And so some people have unforgiveness in their hearts, and you're going to have karma in the future because they didn't forgive you. But most of the time, people are willing to forgive if it's a minor infraction, or if it's not something that's too bad. People are willing to forgive. And you should try on Day of Her Grace to seek forgiveness from the people that you've wronged, because only they can forgive you. Goddess herself would extends her forgiveness to you, but she can't. She can't forgive you for something you've done to somebody else. That other person has to be the one to forgive you, because she can't forgive what you've done to other people because you've wronged them. She can forgive what you've done to her and wronged her. She can forgive you, and you should seek forgiveness from Goddess for the things you've done to her, like errant thoughts that are bad in content and hurt Goddess, and also bad things that you do that hurt Goddess, that you hurt her wound her deeply when you've done wrong to somebody else. The Goddess feels it keenly, so you should seek forgiveness from Goddess, and Goddess forgives you completely. She forgives you all of your crimes against her. But to get forgiveness from a person you've wronged, you have to go to that person for forgiveness. And that is what you should do. That is what you should do on Day of Her Grace. You should seek forgiveness from people that you've wronged in the past year. And even beyond that, if you've never sought forgiveness from people you've wronged in the past, you should go back and try to seek forgiveness. Now, if you can't find that person again, then you're not going to know for certain whether you're forgiven or not by that person. You might never be forgiven by that person, or they might forgive you and you don't know about it for years. You go on worrying and never know whether that person forgave you or not. So it's best to seek forgiveness while you still have that person in your life, where you can contact them and ask them directly for forgiveness, because they might exit your life and you might never get a chance to ask for that kind of forgiveness from a person. And so Mother's Day, the movie, is all about forgiveness. And there's also, in the movie, there's a lesbian couple and her sister who's married to an Indian man. And their mother comes to visit and discovers that the daughter lied to her and didn't tell her that she was, all that time she kept it a big secret that she was married to an Indian man, and the other daughter had kept the secret from her that she was a lesbian. So this was a whole other can of worms that they had lied and kept secrets from their mother. And they had lied and told their partner that their mother was I don't know, that she was senile and in a home for care, when in reality she lives out of her RV. And she took her RV all the way to visit her daughter, and then discovered that her daughter had lied to her. Now, the mother wasn't very nice. The mother wasn't very nice to the Indian man. She said she called him a towel head, and to give away another plot point. She wasn't very nice to him, and she wasn't very nice to her daughter. But eventually the daughters learned to forgive their mother, and the mother had to forgive them for lying to her and keeping secrets from her. So it worked both ways. There was forgiveness on both sides. So it was good that they were able to clear the air with each other, because they had been estranged from their mother for years and had gone about living their lives. And both women actually had sons, and they had to introduce their mother to their new grandchildren. So that was the summary of the movie. And go see Mother's Day. It's a great movie. I loved it. And it was a good movie to teach about forgiveness. So on Day of Her Grace, this is a great day to contemplate Mother's Day and forgiveness and how it extends both ways. Now, Goddess will forgive all of your sins at any time. She will forgive you, but she can't forgive you for things you've done to other people. So if you've done wrong to others, you need to seek forgiveness from them. And that's the gist of it. That's a summation of uh, who do your thoughts hurt? Your thoughts hurt the goddess. Who do your actions hurt? Your actions hurt goddess and other people. So you have to seek forgiveness from other people for the wrong, for your actions. So that's that. And have a great Day of Her Grace. Enjoy the week ahead, and take care until next time.